If you love killer dollar hauls and you like old comics, this is the video for you. Stay tuned.
Watch Night Tiger
Comic.
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comic.
Night Tiger Comic.
Tiger Comic.
What? Night Tiger Comic.
Comic.
Night Tiger Comic.
You never know what you're missing. Welcome, comic book junkies. Mike Smith here, Night Tiger Comics. We're in the lair. We're hanging out. We got a great surprise dollar haul. So how did this happen? I actually went to the flea market. I have a separate haul for that. Stopped in the little store. Been going there quite a while. I always drop some money. I always support the store. Become kind of friends with the owner. And he had a box of Dells. He had taken the box because he needed it, and he had set the Dells in the back, and I asked him about them, and he brought them out. And I was looking through them, and then I kind of picked a couple I might want, and then I said, well, I'll go back. I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to go check all the bins, and then maybe I'll decide what to purchase. So I was going through the back issue bin. Josh, shout out to him. River Monster Comics. He said, we could make a deal on these if you want, if you want a bunch or something. I guess he's trying to get rid of them. They don't move quick. They're all Dells, gold keys. So I walked over. I said, you know what? If you give me $1 a piece, I'll buy the whole stack. And so he counted them. There were 50 there. I bought them, and here they are. So I also got 3 back issue books. One of them is a double. I didn't realize until I looked it up. Well, okay. Well, let me explain. So I like to go through and find the killer stuff in his back issue bin, stuff that's priced a little more. I got this for $3. And I already have this, but it's a little bit of an upgrade for mine. So what is that? Journey into Mystery, Volume 2, Number 8. December 72. I think this is a Strange Tales story. I think I have that issue. So that was $3. And then I got this. I already have it, but this seemed like a pretty nice copy. Tales of Unexpected. I think that's a Nick Cardy cover. May 72. I paid $10 for that. Number 135. A little bit of a thicker book. So I'll be passing or trading on my other one. And then my last of the big books, this was pretty cool. This was $10. Outer Space, Charlton, number 1. Really nice copy. I paid $10 for that. November 1968. Steve Ditko art. You can have a little sticker that said that. So if you're ever in Denellen, Florida, great little shop. Dollar bins are the best around. I mean, you can find bronze and silver in there, Dells and gold keys. You can find everything up to modern in this dollar. He's got half his store is dollar bins. But he always has Marvel keys there, always has DC keys, and a lot of them, affordable prices. Great selection of new comics. Is Josh. He loves The Creature from the Black Lagoon, so he's got a bunch of posters and masks. But it's a nice little shop in the plaza in Denellen, Florida. Check it out if you're ever in the area. Okay, so I put these dollar books from least coolest to coolest. I mean, not necessarily. I tried to get it, ratioed right. So here we go. I did run out of, so some of those early gold keys are Golden Age size. And some of the Dells, even in the Silver Age, are Golden Age. So I ran out of Golden Age books. So I wasn't able to. I just barely, but missed a few books. So here's Dennis the Menace. These are all $1. So this one's going to go somewhere. I just got a bunch of Dennis the Menace, the thick ones, but I'm not big on that. I'm not big on Archie either. So here's a Pep, number 194. So those will be going to somebody just for reading material. And then there are some doubles in here, and there are ones that I picked up again that I already have. But you just don't leave Dell and Gold Key behind for $1. I don't know. I just didn't like this. Maybe if I press it out, it'll look a little nicer, but I don't even know what that is. It's a weird cover. Looks horrible. 86 or 87 Precinct, 1966, I believe. I've never seen the show, never heard of it. I tell you what, these books, they smell from far away, but got a really cool back cover. Carrier pigeon histories and tips and all that. I love these old comics when they give you these little pages of facts and tips and history. So, okay, I ran out of Golden Age. I need to bag these two, but some of these are really low grade. I mean, they're the lowest grade sometimes to where they're not falling apart, and then I have some that are high grade. So I Love Lucy. I don't even know what year that is. Or what. I didn't look them up because I didn't have bags for them. Pretty beat up, but I had to take the whole lot, so I'll read it. I want to see if this is 50s. I believe it is. 1960? 1959. All right. I'll read it. I'm sure I pass it along. Other people will read it. So we got Lucy. I don't know what numbers these are. This one's a little bit better shape. I don't know what that is. Toyland or something. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. 1957, number 14. I like reading these movie property comics to see how they render the characters inside. I'm gonna watch the tape. Okay, so here we go. I actually have this. I think I may have got rid of it, but this is a lot nicer copy than the one I have. I don't even know if I ever read it. Captain Nice. I don't know what it's about. It's obviously a Disney movie. I have never seen it. November 67. And then we got a Buster Brown from 1946, number 20. Nothing spectacular about that. There are some pretty good covers on some of these. There's a nice space or rocket cover on one that I don't have. I did watch this show. And I have to say, this guy, he's a founding father of television. He can write good shows and produce, but he cannot act. He's not funny. Danny Thomas, 4-color, 1180 from 1961. You can go watch this show on Amazon Prime. I'm watching My Three Sons. That is a good show. There you go. Danny Thomas show. And then we have some Forbidden Worlds from American Comic Group, number 129 from 1965. I don't think I've ever read any of these with that guy. I forget his name. The Magic Man, is that it? We got that one. We got Forbidden Worlds, number 133. ACG always had, for the sci-fi and horror, they had these great titles, but the stories were pretty hokey. They were hokey pokey. Am I too far away? Okay. So we got a bunch of Bewitched in here. Really an odd Dell. So a lot of the Dell in here from the last years of Dell, which were right before Gold Key picked up licensing. So March 66, number 4 with Endora. Who didn't grow up watching this? You pretty much came home at 5 o'clock to have dinner. You ate dinner. You did whatever your chore was, if you had one, and then you sat down and watched TV. Chances are Bewitched was on, or I Dream a Genie. What I said was number 4. Then we have number 5, June 66. Again, a big Endora cover. Then we have Bewitched, Cinderella 67. When a witch turns into a fairy godmother, every Prince Charming gets a new look. And who didn't have a crush on Elizabeth Montgomery? Come on. So this is number 11, 1968. With Tabitha on the cover. I wonder if that's Tabitha's first cover appearance. So that was number 11, and then there was another number 11 in there. Same year, same month. Then we have The Invaders. I have never watched this. My interest is piqued every time I see this Gold Key series. We haven't read it yet, and would definitely like to watch the show to see how good it is. Just sounds cool, The Invaders. We get a drink, and we'll be right back after this sip. Okay, we're back. Okay, I thought this was a number 1, but it's not. It's a number 7. But we have. Is this this? This is a Charlton. Okay, there's a Charlton. My little Margie's Boyfriends from 1957. So that was $1. Do I have to keep saying it was $1? Her Boyfriends. Then they had a big boy in there. And it's funny because this is a West Coast edition. And if I do a little bit of editing, hopefully I'll remember. But here's the East Coast edition. And it has a different character for Big Boy. So that's kind of cool. So this is the West Coast edition from 1962. Yeah, you shocked? I did a little research on these books. Here's the Beverly Hillbillies. Great show, iconic, on Americana. I mean, come on. March 66, number 12. We got Ellie Mae, we got Granny, we got Jed, we got Jethro. And he graduated the 3rd grade. And then we have another Beverly Hillbillies. We have number 14, September 66. And we got two of those Beverly Hillbillies. Up the ground comes some bubbling crude. What do you guys think so far of this dollar haul? Have you saw the new secret contest? Are you playing? So we got some F Troop with the lovely Wendy Patterson on the cover. Number 2, November 66. I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes of this in my lifetime. We have another F Troop. Number 3, February 1967. I remember Ken Berry from Mama's Family. And it's funny because I worked with this guy with some subcontractor that would come in all the time to my job. His name was Ken Berry back in the 80s. It was a cool guy. He was an executive, and the company went out of business, and he started buying mobile home axles and tires from dealers on the side and driving a big truck and bringing them in. Totally opposite of what he started out doing in his career. But anyways, enough of that. I forgot about that guy. Number 5, May 1967. So shout out to Ken Berry, wherever you may be. F Troop. Now the next one's my favorite. Now I think I had doubles on a couple of these, but I didn't have this one. The beautiful Wendy Patterson. Oh yeah. Number 6, June 67. I was a year old and a couple months by then. No, wait a minute. It would be a year and a couple months before I was born. Excuse me. Okay, we got a Mission Impossible. Climb an Evil Mountain. Number 2, September 1967. I don't know. I can't see what I'm showing, so I don't know if it's glaring or not. I hope it ain't. Another Mission Impossible, number 4. This is a really terrible cover. Shouldn't have put a pink behind them. 1968. Remember, they're all $1. Okay, and I Love Lucy, number 17, October 57. I actually like that cover. I think it's pretty cool. Probably the yellow with the red hair. And then we got, so someone said this is a giveaway. It's got no price on it. Top Comics featuring Flipper. Number 1, 1967. Flipper. I watched this show. It was pretty good, actually. This may be a double. This Gold Key, man, it's the size of a Golden Age comic. So you know it's an early Gold Key. Fess Parker as Daniel Boone. This is number 1 from June 65. Yeah, I believe I have another number 1 already. So number 1. So there's a bunch of number 1s in here. So pretty cool. No, pretty cool. No, it is cool. All right, we wouldn't be remiss without some I know nothing, I see nothing. Hogan! Number 3. December 1966. And another favorite show of mine was in there. They had the number 1. I didn't even know it was even a comic. So we got the lovely ladies of Petticoat Junction, which Green Acres was a spinoff from there. I think that was a spinoff. They were a spinoff from Beverly Hill Billies. So this is number 1, October 1966. There you go. I think there's only 2 issues. Petticoat Junction. Tell me in the comments if you ever watched this show with Uncle Joe. Okay, I was doing something here. And then we have Big Valley. Unfortunately, Linda Evans is not on the cover, but we do have Barbara Stanwyck. Number 1, June 1967. Lee Majors, Linda Evans. Can't go wrong with a show with those 2 actors. Then we have a movie comic. We have the great John Wayne, the Duke, Kirk Douglas in The War Wagon. Hold on, guys. My computer's dying. Okay. The War Wagon. Let me redo that. Next, we have the great John Wayne, the Duke, Kirk Douglas in The War Wagon, number 1, September 1967. One-shot comic book about the armored stagecoach that they were going to rob. I think I have seen this movie. Tell me in the comments. Shout out to this movie. Do you like it? Have you liked it? Are you a big Duke fan? Now, who watched this show when they were a kid? Was it in black and white? I don't think so. But anyways, The Rat Patrol. Number 3, May 67. Man, I forgot all about this show. I watched a handful of episodes that I can remember. I thought it was pretty good. It held the interest of a child, and it was pretty much a drama. And then we have Rat Patrol again. So who's in this Rat Patrol? We got Hans Gudgast, and Christopher George. Number 5, November 67. Rat Patrol. These were all $1. So if I didn't say that enough, they were 99 plus 1 penny. Okay, so this one wasn't in the CLZ app, which was strange. But it's number 1, one shot. I guess this is a movie, Laredo. Number 1 from 1969. Who's in that? They actually don't even name the actors on here. Ranger Bennett vanishes in the night, searching for the stagecoach that never arrived. Dang. This is what I wanted to check. Nope. So I did get this in here, and it's pretty decent copy. Very happy with this one. Flipper number 1 from 1966. Yeah. Really awesome. What I like is that this one is a number 1 also from 67. So those are both $1. Now, oh, this came from a different haul. Put that over there. Okay, this was a good one. So I did show these on a live show. This one got a lot more oohs and ahs than some of these. And I heard a couple of people say they didn't know this existed. But 4-color, 1085, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. This movie scared the crap out of me as a kid. These guys right here. Whew. But it is a good show. Still holds up today, in my opinion. That's from 1960. A late Silver Age Dell. Metro Goldwyn Mayer's presentation of George Pal production. It's the startling story of a machine which carries a man into an amazing world of the future. Okay, and this is the one that I actually pulled out that I was going to buy if I didn't buy the stack. So this is a number 1. I was actually just talking to my wife about this show because we're watching The Flying Nun, and it's not really that good. I always want to watch it for nostalgia purposes. And then when I started watching The Flying Nun, it's like, But I remember how fun this show was. And there was several beach blanket movies too. Gidget, number 1. Sally Fields, August 1966. I believe it's 2 issues. The second issue has her in a swimsuit leaning forward over the camera on a surfboard. Man, I'd like to get that one. Gidget. This was a fun show, fun movie. Then we have some I Love Lucy. Pretty nice copy, but I like this. It has a Witch Doctor cover. Photo cover, number 27, 1960. That was $1. So what do you think of that cover? It's kind of an odd angle, but look at Lucy's face. Lucy! My favorite cast member was Fred, the guy that played Fred. And he's on My Three Sons, too. He plays the father-in-law. So, like I showed you a big boy earlier, here's another big boy. And what's cool about this one, it's a robot cover. So this one's from 1972. I used to love to go to Big Boy when I was a kid. So we got a $6 Million Man, number 1, Joe Staton cover. I think he does interiors. January 1976. Now, who didn't watch this show growing up? And then I got a better copy in there. So there you go. 6 million mans times 2. $12 million mans. So I got 2 of those in there. And this was the only Star Trek issue in there, but it's in a really nice condition. Number 8. I should have grabbed my IW 100-page reprint they did. It has this cover to it. I don't remember I put that. But very cool. Glad to have that one. This is probably the best looking comic in here. And then this one's pretty cool. Again, these movie classic Dell. I Aim at the Stars. So cool rocket cover. Nice condition. 1960. Imagine these are, nobody wants these, but they're tough to get because they're like the last of the Dells. I'm sure the print run was much lower. So I Aim for the Stars. Then this one's cool. So this is the first print. Hanna-Barbera's Flintstones at the New York World's Fair. Man, I thought I put the. Oh, I didn't. I had to rebag it when I got in here, so I didn't put info on it. But this is. It says. Okay, I gotta look in here because I think this is 64. It says 65 on the cover. There's 3 different copies of this, and the last copy has 29 cents instead of 25. So there's a 0 and a number 1. Man, why isn't what they used to be? If I remember correctly, they were 64. From 0 and 1 were 64, and then the second print was 65. I could be wrong, but I know that the second print, or the year after, they did exactly another one that has a 29-cent cover price on it. So I can't tell if this is actually the 0 or the number 1. But there you go. Okay, so I got a Bewitched number 1 in there from 1966. And then I got a second Bewitched number 1 in there. So first Bewitched TV series in comics, April 65. And this is issue number 12, but it reprints issue 1. So very cool. That's from October 65, so same year. So this one's already spoken for. It was jumped on immediately on the live show. So 3 number 1s, really. Bewitched. Okay, 2 books left. I don't know which one's better. This one here, I guess I'll show first. This is my first issue of this. I've always toyed with kind of grabbing an issue if I could, if I ever saw it cheap. I just want to find out what it's about. But The Adventures of Alan Ladd by DC Comics. April 1950. So this is a golden age book. Alan Ladd. Someone got me rethinking, but I do believe that's Cheryl Ladd's father, if I am correct. I have to look that up again. But number 4, April 1950. Alan Ladd was a big actor in the late 50s. So that, and one more book, and then you guys can get out of here. This is just a killer ray gun cover. Dell's, Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, number 7, August 53, Golden Age. So all these were $1. So what do you guys think? Was that a pretty good deal? I'm going to have fun reading them. And, you know, I feel eventually I'm just going to kind of gift them away because I've got too much Dell and stuff like now. So, you know, it's fun to share it. It's fun to read it, and then they give it to people that want to read it, and they pass it on and pass it on, and so forth and so forth. Okay, so Night Tiger, peace out. Thanks for sticking around. Check out, I got a couple more hauls coming. I got a live stream on the 23rd. We'll catch you on the next one.